Good morning, students. Welcome to the English class of Bharati Boarding School, Class 7. I am Chitrita Mukherjee, your English teacher.
Okay, I am starting the chapter 3, the desert. A desert is generally without water and vegetation. You know what is desert? You have read it in SST, I think. Okay. A green patch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of the vast desert is beautiful sight. Have you ever seen this thing? Have you ever visited any desert?
Yes, yes.
Dive, you have visited.
क्या मैम?
कभी डेजर्ट पे घूमने गए हो?
नो मैम.
Okay. So a green patch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of a vast desert is a beautiful sight. So do you know what is this thing called? Means, have you read it in SST? A green patch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of a vast desert. Do you know what is it is called? Oasis. Okay. A desert may be too hot or too cold. It is the specialty of desert that it can be sometimes very hot and sometimes very cold. Okay, Nancy, please mute yourself. Okay. I am starting this chapter with first stanza. Okay, who will read? Nancy, you read first stanza. And Divya, you mute yourself.
Those of us who live in regions covered with forests and surrounded by hills may find it difficult to imagine what a desert is really like. The popular belief is that is an endless stretch of sand where no rain falls and therefore no vegetation grows. It is dry, hot, waterless, and without shelter. But this is not entirely correct for those who have studied it. The desert can be a beautiful place. It is the home of a variety of people, animals, and plants that have learned to live under very hot and dry conditions.
Okay, so those of us who lived in regions covered with forest and surrounded by hills may find it difficult to imagine what a desert is really like. So it is quite difficult to understand the how people can live there. Means no people, but how animal can live in a desert, because you know their means it is very hot sometimes very cold, and it is very difficult to live. Okay, there is no water, there is no greenery, so it's quite difficult. The popular belief is that it is an endless stretch of sand where no rain falls and therefore no vegetation grows. So it is a place where no rainfall is there, and therefore it has no greenery, means no vegetation is there. It is dry, hot, waterless, and without shelter. Obviously, it is very dry, hot, waterless, as there is no rain, there is no water, and no wetty thing. And without shelter, there is no shelter at all because there is no trees. But this is not entirely correct. It is not correct, the narrator is saying to us. For those who have studied it, the desert can be a beautiful place. Those who have studied it, for them, it can be a very beautiful place. It is that home of a variety of people, animals, and plants that have learned to live under very hot and dry conditions. So it become shelter or home for some people who has adapted themselves to live in such dry and hot condition or cold condition, and also for those animals who can live there, like camel. Right, you know that camel is the animal. It is called sheep of desert, right? Okay, so second stanza, true. Divya, you read.
Yes, ma'am. Through the ground, it's hot. Always hidden by a cover of grass, plants, and trees, as it is in other climates. But whenever it rains, which is the
Rare.
desert flower bloom and
The site
the
can be
the site can be as rewarding as that of any tropical garden.
Hmm.
A desert is hot, always a flat, unchanging vast
wasteland.
wasteland
Hmm.
of dry sand.
Hmm.
It may have mountains and hills. It may have an oasis, big or a small. An oasis is
So
like a
I
garden,
just said, okay, you
green
read,
island.
then I'm saying. Okay, say Divya. And oasis is like
An oasis is like
green
a
island.
garden, green island in the middle of a desert,
Hmm.
where a spring or a well gives plants and trees a better
Okay. A better chance to grow. Complete the sentence. Okay.
chance to grow.
True, the ground is not always hidden by a cover of grass, plants, and trees, and it is in other climates. So it is the climate is quite different there. But whenever it rains, which is rare, though it is very rare to rain there, desert flowers bloom and the site can be rewarding as that of any tropical garden. When there is rain, all the flowers bloom, that the flower of desert that blooms, and the site can be as rewarding, as beautiful as tropical garden. Okay. A desert is not always a flat, unchanging wasteland of dry sand. So it is not always like an dry wasteland, not like that. It may have mountains and hills. There's maybe some mountains and hills. It may have an oasis. The oasis is the very thing I was saying at the beginning, that the place where we can see a little greenery, little water, and it is surrounded by some trees. That is called oasis. That is very rare in a place like desert, and that's why it is called oasis. Big or small, there may be a big oasis or maybe a small oasis, and oasis is like a green island in the middle of a desert where a spring or a well gives plants and trees a better chance to grow. So it gives the trees a better chance to grow because they are getting water from there, getting a little greenery from there. So animals are also being fruitful with that, and also the trees are growing by getting that little bit water. Oh, okay. A desert. Nancy, you read.
A desert may be hot like the Thar or cold like Ladakh. But generally speaking, if a place has little or no water and vegetation, usually call it is a desert. Some deserts are almost totally without water. In such places, strong winds blow, raising heaps of sand and depositing them as mounds. These are called sand dunes that shape and move endlessly across the desert. Few plants can survive on such dry, shifting sands.
Okay, so a desert may be hot like the third desert is very hot, and cold like Ladakh. There is also a desert called Ladakh. It is very cold. So some deserts are very hot and some are very cold. But generally speaking, if a place has little or no water and vegetation, people usually call it a desert. A place where no vegetation grows. Okay, Nancy, please mute yourself. Okay, so a place where no vegetation is growing and there is no water, there is no rain, it is called a desert. People usually call it a desert. Some deserts are almost totally without water. There are few deserts in our India also that is without water, without any kind of water. In such places, strong winds blow, raising heaps of sand and depositing them as mounds. These are called sand dunes. So you were reading something here that is a part of SST. Sand dunes, what is sand dunes, what is oasis, what is desert. These are all part of SST, means your geography part. So you have already read, I think, in geography that in desert sometimes it started storming, means some grain of sands flies with that blowing, because there is nothing. If a heavy wind blows in desert, it is very common that some sand जो मतलब जो बालू का दाना होता है वो क्या होगा, सब अगर कोई वहां पे रहेगा उसका आंख में चल जाएगा, ऐसा होगा, यही कॉमन चीज है. तो so it is a very common sight that all the sands blows with this storm. These are called sand dunes that shift and moves endlessly across the desert. So it shifts and moves throughout the desert. Few plants can survive on such dry shifting sand, and very few plants can survive in this dry and shifting sands and environment of desert. Okay. Divya, you read all living things.
All living things need water in order to survive. The few plants and animals that live in desert have developed the
Ability.
ability or required
It's water.
less water than most plant and animals. The camel, popularly known as the sheep of the desert, can drink a lot of water at one time. Camels can do without water for days together. The reason is they sweat very little. We sweat because we must keep our body temperature constant. We sweat when when it get hot and this cold. The
It cools
body
the body.
camels the body camels can stand high body temperature. They cannot need to sweat and can therefore retain the water they drink for long periods of time.
Okay.
The small desert animals do not drink water. They
Okay. So all living things need. Oh, okay. First, there is some notes. Deserts, plants, and animals learn to require much less water than most plants and animals. So there are many plants and animals in the desert, and they adapted themselves to survive in that environment. Okay. Divya, you on your camera? Why are you offing your camera? Okay, desert plants and animals learn to require much less water than most plants and animals. The camel is a typical desert animal. And you know that it is called sheep of desert. Smaller desert animals have unusual means of satisfying their need for water. So the small desert animals which are there, they have unusual means of satisfying their need for water. So they can also survive without water in a environment of desert. All living things need water in order to survive. You know that all animal and human being need water to survive. The few plants and animals that live in desert have developed the ability to require less water than most plants and animals. A thing which grow in that environment is developed a adaptation power to live without water. The camel, popularly known as the sheep of the desert, can drink a lot of water at one time. We can't drink a lot of water at one time, but the camel, which is known as sheep of desert, can drink a lot of water at once. Okay, camels can do without water for days together. The reason is they sweat very little. How can they manage to do this thing? Because they sweat very little. Do you know what is the meaning of sweat?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What?
Pasina.
पसीना। Okay, हम लोगों को क्या होता है, पसीना निकलते हैं। क्यों होता है? जब भी गर्मी आ जाता है, बॉडी टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल करने के लिए हम लोगों का पसीना होता है। लेकिन उसका पसीना नहीं होता। सारे एनिमल्स का पसीना होता है, लेकिन उसका नहीं होता है, मतलब बहुत ही कम होता है। दैट्स व्हाई ही कैन मैनेज द बैलेंस ऑफ वाटर इन हिज बॉडी. Camels can stand high body temperature, so they don't need to sweat and can therefore retain the water they drink for long periods of time. The smaller desert animals do not drink water. Okay, read from here. Anybody else? Okay, Deep, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The small desert animals do not drink water. They burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. Some of them eat other animals and get the water they need for a moisture in a meat. Other eats plants and seeds and get the water they need from plant juices.
Okay, so the smaller desert animals do not drink water. The smaller desert animals which are in desert, they don't drink water. They burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. So they live most of the time under the ground, and at night they comes out to eat something. Some of them eat other animals. Some are like wild animals, they eat other animals to survive. Eat other animals and get the water they need from the moisture in the meat. Other eat plants, means they get their needful water from other animals body, other animals flesh. Okay, so they get the adequate amount of water from the foods they are eating. Okay, some of them eat other animal. Okay, other eat plants and seeds and get the water they need from plant juices. So they also collect water from the juices of plants. So they are also getting adequate quantity of water from their food, those animals which are vegetarian. Other eats plants and seeds and get water they need from plants juices. Okay, so next part, desert plants. Deep, you read, continue reading.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Desert plants also adapt themselves to the life they lead. Capture plants store water in their thick stem. Their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb moisture from the light rains to
That occasionally
occasionally fall. The major feature of all desert is the coarse dryness and dryness
and variations of temperature.
variations of temperature.
Okay, so desert plants also adapt themselves to the life they lead. As well as animal, the plants also adapt themselves to live there. Cactus plant, have you ever seen cactus? Do you have it
Yes.
in your house? Okay, so cactus
Yes.
plants, you have seen that it has a thorn in its body, its leaves are different from other plants. You have noticed it, all these things. So cactus plants store water in their thick stem. Why it is very thick? Because it stores water in their stems. That's why its leaves are very thick. Their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. The major, so do you also know that why it has thorns in its body? Do you know that? And why its leaf is so thick and why it has thorn in its body? Anybody can anybody of you answer? Please mute yourself. There is very noise. Deep, please mute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can anybody answer me that why its body is so thick, means its leaf is so thick, and why it has thorn in its body, means in its leaf? Cactus. You have seen cactus, you have noticed these things, I think. So can you answer me? Yes, say, Nancy. Why its leaves are like that? Divya, Deep, can anyone answer? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Nancy, you also can't? No or yes, I can't understood.
Yes, no, ma'am.
You know.
No, ma'am, I can't.
Okay, you are muting so quickly that I can't hear the whole thing. What are you saying? Okay, so it adapts itself to be to stay there, means to live there. That's why it has grown a thick leaves to store the water, and it has thorn in its leaf to stop evaporation. Okay, do you know what is evaporation? I think you have read it in science or in SST. You have read it. What is evaporation? And it stopped doing evaporating water that it is storing in the leaves. That's why it has thorn in its leaf. Okay. Other eat plants and seeds and get water they need from plant juices. Okay. Desert plants also adapted themselves. I read it. Cactus plants store water in their thick stem. Their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. So it can collect a little moisture from the occasional rain. The major feature of all desert is, of course, dryness and variation of temperature. Sometimes it is too hot, sometimes it is too cold. That's why there is a great variation in temperature. And the major problem of desert is the dryness and lack of rain that caused the dryness and variation of temperature. There is no greenery in humid climates. Okay, someone else read, Nancy or Divya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Nancy read. In humid climates, read from here.
Yes, ma'am. In humid climates, the moisture in the air acts like a blanket and protects the Earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. The absence of this blanket in desert lands causes the desert to heat up rapidly during the day and to cool off rapidly at night. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. They are there like the dense forests and the deep oceans. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look upon them as useless parts of the earth.
Okay. So, in humid climates, the moisture in the air acts like a blanket and protects the Earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. Thus, it balances the weather there. The absence of this blanket in desert land causes the desert to heat up rapidly. That's why it is very hot there, because there is no blanket like thing. Means that there is no protection to control the temperature. That's why it is very hot there. Desert land causes the desert to heat up rapidly during the day and to cool off rapidly at night. It also cools down in at night very quickly. As soon as gets warm, means as soon as it becomes hot, at the same time it becomes cold very quickly at night. So the daytime it is very hot and the nighttime it is very cold in desert. And you have heard maybe about Rajasthan. Have you ever visited Rajasthan? Any of you? Okay, you haven't visited there, but you have maybe read in books that that the Rajasthan has a very pathetic temperature. Means there is very hot in summer and there is very cold. Means it is very cold at the winter time, and at it is the same case with day and night. In daytime, it is too hot to tolerate, and in night it is too cold to tolerate. The same thing happens with every other desert because it is a desert place. That's why Rajasthan's climate is like that, and every desert place is with same condition. Desert are an important part of nature's great plan. We need every kind of land in our nature. That's why it is created. We need plain, we need mountain, we need desert, everything. Okay, so deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. They are there like the dense forest and deep oceans. As we have dense forest and deep oceans, it as and at that same time we have desert because it is also needed for our nature to keep balance. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look upon them as useless parts of art. Just because it is very hot, dry, or very cold, we should not look down upon it. Okay, we should not think that it is not needed at all in art. Why there is something like this? We should not think about this. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so here is comprehension part. A camel can do without water for days together. What is the reason given in the text? Can anyone answer? Do you have books with you? You can see the text.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Books or links, whatever. Can you answer, Nancy?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. A camel can do without water for days together uh, because they sweat very little. Because they sweat very little.
Sweat nahi, that is sweat.
Yes, ma'am. Sweat.
Sweat.
Sweat very little.
Deep on your camera. Nobody of don't shut down your camera.
Camel. Camels can stand high body temperature, don't need to sweat, and can therefore retain the water they drink for long periods of time.
Okay. Okay. And the next question, how do the smaller desert animal fulfill their need for water?
All people follow the continuum so
smaller desert animals. The smaller desert animals do not drink water. They burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. Some of them eat other animals and get the water they need from the moisture in the meat.
And third one, in a desert, the temperature rises during the day and falls rapidly at night. Why? I can't hear you, Nancy. You are mute. Because of the absence of moisture in the desert. This is the reason, okay? Because it is very dry, it rises very quickly and also becomes cold very quickly. Okay, so write these three questions in your copy.